Sorry, I ended up getting distracted from my class, but wanted to finish these last couple of thoughts. Another significant challenge we're going to face is the tension in the alumni association arena. We've addressed. I mean, we've had that issue for many years, and basically this is what's happened. Basically, if you think back on the founding of our country, the Civil War was actually started in 1787 when the founding fathers agreed to the Constitution. But one of the biggest issues was revisiting slavery down the road. Of course, that caused serious issues and was basically led to the start of the Civil War, because we never really figured out how the states were going to interact at the very beginning. And so, you had some wanting more state rights and some wanting more localized U.S. Everything run through through the U.S. Government, and that's basically what we got right now. We got alumni associations that kind of started up as doing their own thing because there was nothing happening before, and so now we've got these established entities that are pretty much functioning individually, and so that's kind of one of the challenges that we're going to have is trying to get buy-in to what we're doing. Again, in 1787, we signed the Constitution. By 1861, we were in the Civil War. And we're at a similar turning point. We've got to rein in the controls, the local controls, and shifting towards a more centralized systems, or are we going to figure out a way to finally have these more regional controls? So that's something we're going to have to talk about, and that's going to be probably one of the bigger, heavier conversations. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be met with resistance, but it's necessary, and we need to decide if we want to move forward as a united one entity or several other entities kind of doing their own thing. So that's going to be one of the big conversations that I think we're going to have. And finally, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. Transparency, lack of transparency in our finances caused us a lot of serious issues in the past, including theft and mistrust. We cannot have that. That's just not something that we can allow to continue to happen. We've got to fix that. We need to rebuild that trust brick by brick. And that starts by being open and honest with our financial practice, and we can't afford to let history repeat itself. But one last challenge that we need to confront, and another one it's going to be difficult to address, is we have brothers among us who may resist these changes, not because they believe they're wrong, but because of ego, fear, reluctance to work in in cooperation. Some may see this as a threat to their influence, status, rather than an opportunity for collective progress, and these individuals might try to block our efforts, creating obstacles and helping us solve problems. We must recognize this resistance for what it is a roadblock to our shared success. We cannot afford to let ego stand in the way of progress. Vision 2026 isn't about any one of us. It's about all of us, working together to build something greater than ourselves. We need every brother on board, committed to the same goal, ready to work in tandem and to compromise and to put fraternity's needs above personal agendas. Implementing Vision 2026 is not going to be easy. But we're never in this for an easy road. It's never been easy. We're in this to make a difference, to build something that will last for generations. We've got a long road ahead, but if we tackle these challenges together with courage, honesty, and determination, there's nothing we can't achieve. So let's get to work, understanding these challenges and being ready to alleviate any challenges and trying to make these challenges work through them with as much grace and care as possible. So those are my challenges items. So I know there's going to be others. There's probably others that I'm not even thinking about right now. But we do have our work cut out for us. And identifying these challenges right at the beginning is going to be something that's going to help us overcome them a little bit easier, in my opinion. So if you have any questions, other thoughts, feel free to reach out. All right.